Hold on tight, folks. We're all on a wild ride through time. It's a journey we embark on from the moment we're born. Second by second, minute by minute, we hurtle forward, never stopping, never slowing down. This is the river of time, and we are but humble travelers upon its current. Think of it like this. Every one of us is a tiny time machine, moving relentlessly into the future. It's not like in the movies with flashing lights and spinning dials. Nope, our journey through time is much more subtle, much more elegant. We experience it as the natural progression of life, the slow but steady march from past to present to future. But what exactly is time? It feels like this intangible thing, always slipping through our fingers. We can't touch it, we can't hold it, but we know it's there, shaping our lives in profound ways. Ancient philosophers pondered its mysteries, and poets have captured its fleeting nature in countless verses. Yet, for all our intuition about time, it remains one of the most perplexing concepts in the universe. It wasn't until the dawn of the 20th century that a wild-haired genius named Albert Einstein revolutionized our understanding of time, showing us that it's not the rigid, unchanging entity we once thought it was. Einstein, in his infinite wisdom, realized something incredible. Time, he declared, is not absolute. It doesn't tick away at the same rate for everyone, everywhere. Instead, time is relative, meaning it can be stretched and squished, sped up and slowed down, all depending on how fast you're moving. This mind-bending concept, known as time dilation, is a cornerstone of Einstein's theory of relativity. It tells us that the faster you travel through space, the slower time passes for you relative to someone standing still. It's like being on two different trains, one speeding along and the other chugging slowly behind. Time on the faster train would seem to flow differently. Now, we're not talking about tiny, insignificant differences here. At everyday speeds, the effects of time dilation are minuscule, practically unnoticeable. But as you approach the speed of light, that cosmic speed limit of the universe, time dilation becomes truly dramatic. Imagine you could hop aboard a spaceship and zoom off at near light speed. Time for you inside the spaceship would slow down significantly compared to time back on Earth. You could zip around the galaxy for what feels like a few years, but when you return to Earth, decades or even centuries could have passed. This brings us to the tantalizing possibility of time travel. Could we harness Einstein's insights to build real-life time machines, allowing us to journey to the distant future or the enigmatic past? Let's start with traveling to the future. According to Einstein, this is theoretically possible and doesn't require anything as exotic as a flux capacitor. Remember time dilation? If we could build a spacecraft that could travel at a significant fraction of the speed of light, we could essentially fast forward into the future. It's like hitting the skip button on the cosmic DVD player. The faster we travel, the further into the future we could leap. It would be a one-way trip, of course, but it would allow us to witness the wonders and perhaps the perils of the far-off future. Traveling to the past, however, is a whole different ballgame. While Einstein's theories don't explicitly rule it out, it presents far greater challenges, both theoretical and practical. Think of it like this. Traveling to the future is like flowing downstream with the river of time. It's the natural order of things. But traveling to the past is like swimming upstream, against the current. It's much harder, and it's not even clear if it's possible. One of the biggest headaches with backward time travel is the mind-boggling paradoxes it creates. Paradoxes are situations where something seems both possible and impossible at the same time, making our brains hurt in the best possible way. The most famous of these is the grandfather paradox. Imagine you could travel back in time and, for whatever reason, decided to prevent your grandparents from ever meeting. Sounds like a recipe for disaster, right? After all, if your grandparents never met, they wouldn't have had your parents, and you wouldn't exist. But if you don't exist, how could you travel back in time to erase your own existence in the first place? It's a classic time travel conundrum, and it highlights the potential logical inconsistencies that arise when we mess with the fabric of time. Now, some physicists have proposed ways around these paradoxes. Maybe there are multiple timelines, and when you travel to the past, you're actually creating a new branching timeline, separate from the one you left behind. Or perhaps there's some cosmic censor, some fundamental law of physics that prevents us from altering the past in any meaningful way. Maybe time itself protects itself from our meddling. Then there's the wild world of wormholes, theoretical shortcuts through space-time that could potentially connect distant points in time as well as space. But these remain highly speculative, requiring exotic forms of matter with negative mass that we've never even observed. The truth is, the mysteries of time travel are still deeply entwined with the unknown. While traveling to the future seems plausible, albeit incredibly challenging, journeying to the past remains firmly in the realm of science fiction. But hey, that's part of what makes this whole time travel business so captivating, right? It reminds us that the universe is a place of endless wonder, and that even time itself, that seemingly unyielding force, might just be a bit more flexible than we think.